Oh, hi there, welcome to a new video. It's a drawing video, but not one that I've sped up, so we're just going to do a little bit of doodling. This is page 6 of the 7-page story that I'm doing for Farm Press Comics. This is Eating of the Grody Pudding. So let's get my layers set up. Oh, that way. Is that my rough pencils? No. Some reference. You can see some of the reference I've been working with. Oh, here we go. So I was working on this late last night. Sort of. Right. Let's get started. So I'm going to chat about a bunch of things today while I'm sort of drawing. There's no sort of, I've got no real sort of agenda. All I want to do is tidy these lines up and get something that looks, I mean, it's as sketchy as that. I'm looking for something that I can sort of take to sort of find links. So yesterday was a momentous day. Finally was able to drop the hammer and get the print sorted out for the final episode, the final issue of Space Crash. And we've got about a week before it gets here. So it's kind of like, it's the end of it feels like the end of a journey, having done a 5-part series, and it was certainly a very enjoyable journey, you know. Sort of trying to sort of get the story in, you know, challenges of sort of trying to get dialogue without writing dialogue, you know. So yeah, I'm happy that, you know, we set out to make a 5-part series, and we made it. So that's great. It's good. I mean, it's great. You know, it's really good. I'm really happy about that. So right now I'm working on this 7-page story for Farm Press. And in the story, this is it. This is the moment of truth. This dish has been cooking for 8 hours or so. And I'm sat on the sofa eating it. My wife likes it, but I can't help thinking there's something missing. It doesn't feel quite right. So yeah. It's literally, I'm in the process of literally just refining this down so that we're using finer lines. You know, next I'll go over this next with a single line to make a sort of a much cleaner line. And then we'll put some tones in. Some half tones in, and this page will be done. There's only a page left. So yeah, I'm quite happy how fast we've managed to work on this particular 7-page story. Some stories you start and they just seem to go on and drag, and this one not so much. You know, yes, we spent a bit more time sort of prepping, you know, sort of getting more reference to things, you know, but yeah, this particular project has really sort of gone sort of fast, which is good. I think you need that sometimes. I want to talk about something today. I remind myself, talking about sort of hitting deadlines and being efficient and stuff. So I follow a lot of a variety of sort of what we call excuse me, creatives on YouTube. A lot of those are sort of people who make their own comics and go to conventions. Generally, they're sort of manga types, and quite a few of them. We generally sort of got channels like Bailey Draws or Lauren Doodles, and usually they're going to conventions and they're cosplaying and they're selling the stickers and the washi tapes and all of that business. And at this time of year, invariably one of them, or almost all of them actually, does at least one video called "Join me for my bullet journal," and I'll go through my bullet journal and you can have a look at my bullet journal. And I keep hearing about this bullet journal thing, so I watched a few videos of various people sort of setting them up, and hot take incoming, it looks like a right old load of bobbins. It seems it sort of, it presents itself as organisation, right? But ultimately it's busy work. It's slightly narcissistic busy work, because like, what are you doing? You make a video showing you setting up a book and it all looks very nice, and the first thing you're doing is you're making an index page for everything that you want to do in the year. It's like, well, you don't know what you want to do in the year, because it's January, or in this case it's February, right? So what sort of things do you want to do with your bullet journal? It seems like, track my lessons, track my weight, track how far I walk every day, and everything has to go on the double page spread, and we have to spend a lot of time sort of designing a page and putting some stencils and some pretty brush pen work and all this business. Is that at a certain point, are you actually looking to are you actually looking to be organised, or are you just looking to make an attractive display? Okay, so there's a comparison I can make, right? I'm a big fan of the British TV science fiction sitcom Red Dwarf from back in the day, right? And one of the characters is called Rimmer, and if you don't know who Rimmer is, he is every jerk you've ever met. And in the books, he's even more jerky. He's even more of a massive tool. He is the first technician on the starship, the Red Dwarf, which sounds great, but essentially the next rank down, the bottom rank of the ship, is third technician. So essentially he's been in the company for 20 years, he's managed to work up one rung of the rank, and he keeps trying to apply for his astronavigation exams so he can become a navigator first class. And every time, without exception, he will fail. And he fails because he spends most of his time drawing up a very elaborate revision timetable and colouring this different the different squares in different shades of watercolour, and he'll spend ages making this amazing looking timetable. Ultimately doesn't do anything, because ultimately he doesn't revise, and doesn't achieve the effect, or doesn't achieve the organisation that it sets out to get. So bullet journal feels just like that. It feels just like making an elaborate sort of timetable on watercolour paper. So yeah, hot take, bullet journals seems like a waste of time. So I've been looking into sort of ways to be more organised, and it's a tricky one, because I need to, be able to sort of know what I'm doing on a given day, because my bandwidth is not great, because I have a full-time job and I look after my daughter and look after my family and all those sort of things. They sort of are higher, have to be higher priority. So anything that can help me get organised so I know what I'm doing is generally going to be highly sort of prized. Sort of in the past it wasn't a problem, I think in the past it was based in an office, so that, at lunchtime you can guarantee at least 1 hour a day when you can get some work done. Now, rather than mainly doing the working from home thing, there's seemingly less time, sort of get up in the morning, get my daughter to school, come back, do the day job, pick my daughter up from school, sort of look after her till 8 p.m, something like that. And when she's asleep, if I'm lucky, I might get like an hour then, between sort of 9 and 10. So really sort of depends on how things are going. I don't like that. Let's erase that. That's a lot of bobbins. But I'm liking this setup, this camera setup we've got at the moment. It's quite conducive to sort of getting set up quickly. Although this video, I wanted to record a video yesterday, and unfortunately I made a technical decision yesterday morning which threw me for a loop the rest of the day. So if you don't know, I'm recording this on OBS on Ubuntu. So I'm one of those Linux guys, and I've been sort of avoiding doing an upgrade for about a year at this point, year or two, because I've got various projects at various stages and their working files were on this on the hard drive, and I didn't want to risk doing an upgrade and losing all my work. So and also that ain't nobody got time for that when you're trying to get something out the door. So I was able to sort of upgrade to, was it going to be 2204, which is brilliant. This is what we're running at the moment. And then the option arrived to jump to 2210, and yeah, I shouldn't have done that, because nothing worked. Like, nothing worked. It was so bad, I've basically had to reinstall Ubuntu from scratch, which almost in the backup, which is dangerous, because you could lose all your work. Luckily I'd made a backup before I did the upgrade, so it was just a case of restoring backups, which went okay, but it took a day. Reinstall Ubuntu, get the software working, or not, because for example some of the software just wasn't working at all. You can install it, but it wasn't actually working. It would just sit there spinning its wheels. Quite like. It's not the best looking pair of eyes, is it really? I need to work on those. I might, well, there's no might. I'm going to be erasing those eyes and going again. But it's important. I want to get a really good sort of a good likeness here. But yeah. So yeah, I'm going to be doing more videos with this setup, because actually it's relatively straightforward to sort of get up and running with it now. And I like doing drawing, right? My daughter's just discovered that, yeah, Daddy's good at drawing. So last night, for example, she was watching some My Little Pony film, and as we're watching the film, she's asking me, can you draw Hitch? Can you draw Sonny? Can you draw whoever they are? They all got these like crazy names, and so I'm drawing them, leaving lots of shapes so she can colour them in. She says, oh, that's great, Daddy, can you colour them in now? So essentially she's outsourced colouring in to me and drawing a picture. So yeah. Yeah, I don't like those eyes. We're definitely drawing those eyes in again. I'll put another layer on and we'll try and structure the face and get those eyeballs looking something like. Let's do that now. Normally, when I'm drawing at home, when I'm not drawing under the camera, I use this portrait, so the layout for this is all slightly different. Right. Well, when I'm drawing in this is Medibang. I like to sort of separate layers up, and I like the ability that it gets. Yeah, that's why it's dropping. I like the ability that it gives us to sort of layer up, and I can sort of work in colours, which gives me a great reference. One eye there, one eye there. There we go. No, somewhere there. Right. Let's hide that layer. Oh, no, don't want that. So, go around like that, go somewhere like that. Just erase this. Let's just get this eye in. It's pretty good. Right, let's have a look. I think those eyes work a little bit better. She's a little bit skewy, a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit like someone just hit my wife around the head with a big hammer or something. So let's sort that out. Raise it. Okay, I'm just going to raise those out. Too bad. Right. No. It's that one. So above that. Drop the opacity down. Let me see what we're doing. Drop it even more. Nope. Wrong layer. Cool. What a rookie mistake. Out of interest, whilst we're talking, or whilst I'm talking and you're not listening, or just, I don't know, doing something else. Have you guys tried any other forms of organisation? Have you guys tried Pomodoros? Have you tried what are they called? Everyday books? Has anyone tried any of those? Did anyone like them? Is it all just rubbish, or is there some techniques that are great for being organised? I'm not. Yeah, I'm looking because it's the start of the year. It's the time when people sort of talk about these things. They join a gym. They say, I'm going to get my life sorted out. Okay. Right. Let's try this. I'm going to try it. I've seen a lot of manga sort of guys do this, where they'll add a shading down underneath the eyelid, and it really sort of sells the fact that it's underneath the eyelid. So I'm going to just sort of put that in. That's not too bad. Right. Give that layer now. What I'll do eventually is, when I'm happy with it, I'll collapse all my rough layers into one and either hide it or delete it. sort of really concerned with just getting some good sort of good pencils on this page. I think if this cleans up nicely, I'll be able to sort of ink it a lot easier. So I'm just going to make sure I keep my line work as suitably tidy as possible. Yeah, we've got this weird lamp. It's got like a series of like right angle legs on it, which allows you to sort of swivel it over your head. What would be great is if I could sort of keep the line quarter here light, so it feels like this is lit. Check that. I might have to move this. It looks like she's got something sticking out of her head, but not everything works the way we want it to. Now there's a picture about there, so we'll rough the framing. The frame is dark, and the picture frame is useful because there are two living rooms this takes place in, our house and my parents'. So the furniture on the walls, the pictures on the wall, sort of the location of them, the geometry of them, sort of helps you sort of put it all together. Where's happening, what's happening where. I think that's tightened up quite nicely. If anything, it needs, so I need to sort that out. Okay. Let's just quickly fix this eye. Okay, it's a short video today. This is what? Oh my gosh! I say short video. It's half hour long. And there we go. We've got ourselves a panel that we're sort of happy with. This will go. I think this will link up nice. So yeah, thanks for watching. Here's the page as it stands. Something in there, but yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. If you can tell me a better way of organising your life than a bullet journal, mention it in the comments. I'd be interested to try. Yeah. Alright, take care everyone, see you later. Alright, bye now.